For most people, a tourbillon is just a spinning part on a watch dial. Something decorative, something expensive, something unnecessary. But that assumption misses the point entirely, because the tourbillon was never created to impress anyone. It was created to solve a problem. In 1801, Abraham Louis Breguet patented a mechanism designed to counteract one unavoidable force: gravity. Mechanical watches rely on a balance wheel oscillating at a precise rate. When a watch stays in one position for long periods, such as in a pocket, gravity affects that oscillation and introduces tiny timing errors. Breguet's solution was radical. Instead of trying to eliminate positional error, he averaged it. He placed the escapement and balance wheel inside a rotating cage, allowing the entire regulating system to move continuously through different positions. As the cage rotates, gravitational errors cancel each other out. Not eliminated, balanced. That's the tourbillon. Today, wristwatches move constantly as we wear them. So from a purely practical standpoint, the original problem is less severe, which leads many people to ask, if it's not necessary anymore, why does it still exist? Because modern tourbillons are not about necessity. They are about mastery. A tourbillon requires extraordinary precision to manufacture. Dozens of microscopic components must be perfectly balanced. The cage itself often weighs less than a gram. Any asymmetry introduces new errors, defeating the purpose entirely. Some cages rotate once per minute. Others rotate faster or slower depending on the design. But in every case, the tolerances are extreme. Even a dust particle can affect performance. This is why tourbillons are rarely mass-produced. They are assembled and regulated by highly trained watchmakers, often by hand. And unlike standard movements, adjusting a tourbillon requires a deep understanding of dynamic balance, not just static alignment. You are not regulating a stationary system, you are regulating one that is constantly in motion. There is also the issue of energy. Rotating an entire escapement assembly consumes power, which means the mainspring must deliver consistent torque while still maintaining accuracy across the power reserve. Poor torque management can cause amplitude loss, reducing precision. So the tourbillon is not just a complication, it forces the entire movement to be engineered at a higher level. Modern watchmakers have pushed this concept even further. Some designs feature flying tourbillons, where the cage is supported on only one side, creating the illusion of floating in space. Others use multi-axis tourbillons that rotate on multiple planes, constantly reorienting the balance wheel in 3 dimensions. These mechanisms are not about practicality. They are demonstrations of what mechanical engineering can achieve when cost and complexity are no longer constraints. There is also an aesthetic dimension. A tourbillon exposes the heartbeat of the watch. You can see the escapement locking and unlocking. You can observe the balance wheel breathing in real time. You can watch energy being transformed into motion. In a digital age, this level of transparency feels almost philosophical. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is simulated. Everything you see is physically happening. Critics often argue that tourbillons are unnecessary luxury. And in a sense, they're right. But luxury has never been about necessity. It has always been about excellence beyond necessity. No one needs hand-finished anglage. No one needs black-polished steel. No one needs a movement decorated where only watchmakers will ever look. Yet these details exist because they represent a pursuit of perfection for its own sake. The tourbillon sits at the center of that philosophy. There is also historical significance. Few inventions in watchmaking have remained relevant for over 2 centuries. Quartz technology made mechanical accuracy largely obsolete. Smart devices made timekeeping itself almost invisible. Yet the tourbillon persists. Not because it is the most efficient solution, but because it represents the peak of traditional mechanical ingenuity. Owning a tourbillon is not about telling time better. It is about owning a machine that embodies centuries of accumulated knowledge, a device where physics, craftsmanship, and aesthetics converge into a single moving structure. It is engineering as art, and art that never stops moving. So the next time you see a tourbillon spinning on a dial, don't think of it as decoration. Think of it as a reminder that long before software updates and microchips, humans were already solving complex problems with gears, springs, and patience. And sometimes, the solution itself becomes the masterpiece.